Good morning, friends on YouTube. It's Miss Barksdale here again for day 3 of your Read Aloud quarantine book. So here we go. Our book today is The Day the Goose Got Loose by Reeve Lindenberg and pictures by Stephen Kellogg. I wonder if this book is going to be out. Just judging on the cover, looks like some trouble. Here we go. Oh, look at those beautiful illustrations here. And you can probably already tell the setting of this book just based on the photos here that the illustrator made. It's looking like it took place on a farm. What do you think, guys? When the goose got loose, she caused a riot. Nobody ever thought she'd try it. There wasn't any more peace and quiet the day the goose got loose. Do you guys know what riot means? What do you think it means based on her actions in the picture and based on the way everyone's reacting? Do you think it means some trouble? When the goose got loose, the hens were mad. The goose ate all the grain they had. The rooster sulked and the chicks were sad the day the goose got loose. You guys see the rooster right here and the poor chicks. When the goose got loose, the sheep were scared. They huddled together and shivered and stared. They would have come into the house if they dared the day the goose got loose. Do you notice something that's being repeated over and over? When the goose got loose. Notice how the author did that in this book. When the goose got loose, the ram went wild. He butted the Bixby's younger child. Her dress got messed and her hair unstyled the day the goose got loose. Look at this. They've got that prefix un, which means like to undo it or to not do it. So her hair went from being styled nicely to being unstyled or like undone. When the goose got loose, the horses were glad. They kicked up their heels and ran like mad. The colt was silly, the filly was bad. The day the goose got loose. Oh my, look at this. When the goose got loose, the cows were tense. The goose provoked a bull named Spence. Oh my. He charged right through the pasture fence the day the goose got loose. When the goose got loose, our herd was gone. They galloped to the courthouse lawn. The sergeants brought them back at dawn the day the goose got loose. Do you guys know what a herd is? They said their herd was gone. So if you look at this picture, a herd means like a group of livestock, typically things like cows. And see, you got them bringing them back at dawn. When the goose got loose, my dad was annoyed. He said this wasn't a day he enjoyed. His morning routine was completely destroyed the day the goose got loose. Take a look at that. Do you think he's pretty upset having to explain that to the police officers? When the goose got loose, my mom was upset. She said the goose was a personal pet. She walked all around with a butterfly net the day the goose got loose. Why do you think she has a butterfly net, guys? Do you see him hiding right here? You think she's trying to catch him? When the goose got loose, my brother knew why. He heard the wild geese flying high. Take a look at that. the day the goose got loose. They stood in the meadow and waved goodbye the day the goose got loose. When the goose got loose, my grandmother said, quite late in the evening, just before bed, I wonder what thoughts went through her head the day the goose got loose. When the goose got loose, I dreamed a dream. Take a look at that dream. Of a flock of geese in a silver stream, some tame and some wild in a feathered team. These beautiful illustrations. The day the goose got loose. And that is the end, guys, of our Friday read. So if you guys want to check this book out at your local library, I think this is a really fun book to read for this nice little Friday that we're having. So hope you guys enjoyed.